Welcome to the Saints Sports Corner. We got a great show for you today. We're going to be talking about how the New Orleans Saints can win against the Arizona Cardinals. We also going to be talking about how the Saints can possibly sneak up on the NFL teams and start the season 3-0. That's right. Sneak up on NFL teams and start the season 3-0. I know a lot of you don't believe it's possible, but I'm going to make a case right here on this episode today on the Saints Sports Corner. And we'll have more right after this.
Yeah. Who that? Who that? Who that said they gon' beat them Saints? A win is a win by a mile or an inch. It's any given Sunday when we battling in the trenches. Who that? We that? Who that? We that? Die hard even after an L. Still reppin' in my section, yelling outside the dome, going home. Who that? We that? Black and gold soul, that's my song. Who that? We that? Who that? We that? Touchdown Saints putting points on the board is how my squad steady winning. Sacks on D, turnovers, wow, don't even think about. Coming back, it's already late in the fourth now. We that, who that, we that, who that, who that, who that. 4,000-yard QB, 1,000-yard rusher, 1,200-yard receiver, straight pressure. Lockdown corner, throw that ball if you want to. TFL's in the backfield, boy, we on you. Black and gold, so that's what I'm all about. Forget about the division, the Saints run the South. Who that, we that. Who that? We that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that?
Welcome to the Saints Sports Corner, man. Let's dive right in, man. We got a big game coming up Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals. We got Spencer Rattler ready to make a statement, ready to start, ready to sling that thing around. We got Kyler Murray coming to town. We got Marvin Harrison Jr. coming to town. We got Rashid Shaheed and Chris Olave healthy again, ready to ball. It's going to be a showdown Sunday, man. I do have the Saints winning. I know I predicted the Saints to only have 5 wins, but I have the Saints winning, starting the season 1-0. Before I didn't, but now that they done got some receivers, now that they got a healthy offensive line, I'm looking for them to start the season 1-0. They got new threads, new jerseys. You know, they got Manny Fresh performing at halftime. I got the Saints starting out 1-0. I got Spencer Rattler making his debut. I got him throwing 2 touchdowns. I got him Rashid Shaheed balling out. I got Alvin Kamara balling out. I think the Saints win 27-23, and I think they start the season in a shocking home opening win. So I think the Saints going to be ready, man. I think it's going to be rowdy in the Superdome like always. They're going to make a lot of noise. You know what I'm saying? I think they're going to battle some adversity. I think it's going to start a little slow, but I think they're going to pick it up. I think Spencer Rattler going to get his first win this Sunday, you know, and I think he's going to play well. I think he's not going to turn it over too much. I think he's going to handle the blitz well. I think Eric McCoy being back, his presence is going to help that. And I think we're going to run the ball effectively. I'm not going to say we're going to go crazy, but I think we're going to run the ball effectively. You know, Kendre Miller is back, healthy. We got Brandon Cooks, you know. Hopefully he's got a little more juice left in him. If not, we got guys like Palmer, you know, who's fresh legs, young, you know. Louisiana native, so he gonna be interested to see how, you know, it get down in that thing. Man, look, and he's been good in the Superdome against the Saints, so let's get it. Let's get it, man. And I just think this team, although I don't think they will make the playoffs, I don't know, man. There's something about them right now, man. They got this like solid mojo. They got like this bravado. I know Chase Young not playing for this game is going to hurt us a little bit. He's probably the best pass rusher we have. Man, I'm ticked off about that. But I think the Saints are going to win this game. I just think based on our talent versus theirs, I think we got more offensive talent. I think they're probably a little bit younger and faster on defense. The one thing though, man, the one thing that scares me is Kyler Murray. That running ability. You know how the Saints defense is when it comes to quarterbacks who can run the ball, man. We just cannot solve that problem. I don't know what it is. We can't solve that problem. I don't know if we got to blitz him. I don't know if we got to spy. I don't know what we have to do, but we cannot solve that problem. In some kind of way, we got to figure out how to solve that problem. We got to. And hopefully it starts this Sunday. Hopefully, Brandon Staley and his defense got some things that Kyler Murray struggles with. Hopefully the pass rush is ready. Hopefully we got some blitz packages for them. Hopefully our corners are ready to jam their receivers and get busy. I don't know what it takes, but whatever it takes, we got to come out that thing with a dub. Look, make me a believer. You know what I'm saying? I want to see everybody ball. I don't want to see everybody eat. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's very possible we come out this thing game one. I think it's really our wide receivers versus their corners. Our corners versus their wide receivers, because when you think about it, they got a nice little collection of young corners over there. Will Johnson's over there, and I heard he had an amazing camp. So let's see. Let's see him guard Rashid Shaheed or Chris Olave. The only thing that worries me is we don't got no serviceable tight ends. I don't understand that, but it is what it is. We got to run with what we got. They said they're going to dose, they're going to jack Alvin Kamara touches up. That's always a good thing. I ain't mad at that. Fantasy. Look, let's get it. But all in all, I think we're going to have a nice game Sunday. That being said, I've been looking at the Saints schedule, and I've been hearing about the Saints potentially starting off 0-4, Spencer Rattler giving the job to Tyler Shuck, all this nonsense that you hear people talking about. But I may be in the minority in this when it comes to the Saints. I really think the Saints might sneakily, hold up, I don't want to say this too loud, might really be sneaky and go 3-0. No, I didn't stutter. No, I'm not trying to get views. This ain't about none of that. When I look at the opponents the Saints play the first 3 games, all of these are winnable games. I know that sounds crazy based on where the Saints at. I know that sounds crazy based on where the Saints at. I'm going to say this again. I know that sounds crazy based on where the Saints at. But if you look at the roster of the teams that they're playing against, a lot of these rosters are old, minus Seattle. And a lot of these rosters don't have the type of talent that the Saints has. Similar, but the Saints really got some guys on these guys. And if Spencer Rattler put us together, I don't know. Maybe Kellen could sneak out a 3-0. And I've been saying it on social media. Y'all heard me say it. I think they can start 3-0 realistically. What's the biggest 2 reasons why? The biggest 2 reasons I think they can is because the Saints have veteran leadership with an influx of youth talent, but they also got the better weapons. Think about it. Against Arizona, who are the weapons? What weapons do they have that's better than the Saints? Be honest with yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Be honest. Don't worry. All right, San Francisco 49ers outside of Christian McCaffrey. A lot of those guys older. I know they got Kittle. I know they got Juszczyk. I know they got guys like that, but they got offensive line issues. Just saying. Who are their corners? They still got Fred Warner, but they don't got near the depth that they had. I know the system is the system, but I'm just telling you, they're getting old. They still got Trent Williams. He like 40. I mean, health may be an issue. Not wishing bad health on anybody. I'm just saying because of the age. Don't be surprised. Like, I know that's a crazy argument, but I'm just saying. Now think about Seattle. They got a new quarterback. It takes time for those quarterbacks to find their legs when they go to another team. They just got rid of a successful quarterback for their team and brought in another successful quarterback from someone else's team. It don't always work out in free agency when you go get these new quarterbacks. Think about it. It doesn't always work out. You know, sometimes it be a little rocky to start. So they may be, you know, and then they traded DK. So he's not a threat no more. Now you got to worry about the running game, you know, and a few young wide receivers who have to prove it. The Saints may be in a good shape, and they got the easiest schedule. Like, I think we may be overstating the lack of talent that the Saints have. You know, and overstating the amount of talent the teams they're facing have. I really do think so. Because those teams are not the same teams. Every team changes year in and year out. Every different year. I really think the Saints might be in a good spot. Now, after that, when they play the Bills and all these other teams, okay. But if they could start the season off 3-0, they might improve their wins by 3 or 4 games. I still got them winning 5 games. But if they start 3-0, Mike could win 8. Mike could squeeze out 9. That's a good season for Kellen Moore. Hell, with this roster, that's probably coach of the year. That's probably coach of the year candidate for Kellen Moore. But we got to see how his adjustments is. We got to see how Kellen Moore schemes. That's one of the biggest things I'm trying to see Sunday. Can Kellen Moore scheme this thing up? Do he have his finger on that offense at the right time, the right play? And most importantly, hold up. We talk about adjustment when it comes to these coaches. What about putting his foot on the team's neck? Do he have that killer instinct Sean Payton had? Well, you know it's not going right for a team, but you ready to put you got the ability to put him out. Do he got that type of play calling ability? I'm looking for that. I want to see it. I want to see if Kellen Moore is really that guy. Also, can Spencer Rattler put it together? Can he put it together? We need to know. Are you the guy? Are we waiting on the guy? Are we drafting the guy? We got to find out. Do we have the guy? I think Spence can be a franchise quarterback. I may be in the minority, but you still got to go out there and prove it. My thoughts are irrelevant. I know he has the talent. I know he could throw it with anybody. But do you put it together and do you put it on tape? That's all that matters. The only way to silence critics and doubters, put it on the field and put it on the field consistently. And I think he does it. I think he's going to do it. That's my honest opinion. This ain't favoritism. This ain't fanboying. This ain't none of that. I think he has the ability. I think he's locked in. And I think he knows he may not get another chance like this. So I think he's going to ball. Defensively, let's see what our corners. Let's see if our defense really good. Can we really stop the run? Or was that just preseason mumble jumble? Can we really stop the run? Or were we just playing teams that wasn't trying hard? I want to see that on Sunday. Is this defense improved to where they could get sacks? Do they always have to get schemed up to get sacks? I want to see that. Because somebody got to start winning. Chase Young out, somebody got to start winning. Like, he just made it harder for the defense. But D-line is where we had a lot of bodies. So let's see. Let's see if we could get pressure on Kyler Murray. Most importantly, though, the offensive line. Will the offensive line hold up for Spencer Rattler? Will they give him some time? Will they give him? That's the number one thing going into the game. Will the offensive line give him some time, and will they open up holes for Alvin Kamara? Excuse me, the two biggest things. That's what I want. I want to see some running back getting 3-4 yards per carry. Kendra, Alvin, anybody. I don't care who it is. We have to eat these holes up and straight up hit these holes, and next thing you know, open space, 20-yard games, 10-yard games, 15-yard games. That's what I want to see. I want to see these boys make it happen. And I think they can do it. How they do it, I have no clue. Because they got some pass rushers on Arizona. So we're going to have our hands full. Everybody excited. Everybody think they got better. You ain't fooling nobody. Everybody know who you is. You just got to bring it. Good on good. Who won it the most? But I do think that gold jerseys going to have them up high to start. But can they consistently play on the high? Or does it teeter off at halftime? Or after the first quarter? After everybody's nerves settle? Does Spencer Rattler get better during the game? Does the offensive line get better for the running game during the game? These are all questions we need to answer. And I can't wait to see it. I'm excited. I know you guys excited. That's all y'all been posting to the Saints. And we almost there, guys. It's Friday. All we got is college football Saturday, and Sunday will be here in no time. I think the Saints is on a pace to start the season 3-0. It's crazy to me because that would be blasphemy a month or two ago, 3 months ago. We'd have been like, are you crazy? And this is not blind optimism. I'm just looking at their opponents as they current stated right now. They might just shock the hell out of us. And I could be wrong. Hell, they might start 0-3. That might be the 3 where the 3 belong. But based on where I'm sitting, I think they're a little bit better than what we give them credit for. Not a lot, but I think they're a little bit better. It wouldn't surprise me to see them get 7-8 wins. That's all I'm saying. Still not saying they're making the playoffs. I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise me that they squeak out a few we wasn't expecting them to. Barring health, obviously, because we know New Orleans and their health. That's Pelicans and Saints. Barring any health setbacks, we already starting the season with one with Chase Young. I think these guys can win more games than we think they can. Still stand at 5. I don't want to be a hypocrite and be like, oh my God. Oh, now that I'm not doing that. 5 wins is what I said. I'm going to stick to 5. They proved me wrong. Great. I'm still a Saints fan. But I got to be honest. They might can start the season off 3-0. And I think if they start the season off 3-0, let me tell you something. If they start the season off 3-0 and they beat them damn Buffalo Bills, I'm going to come on here and change my prediction. I'm telling you that right now. Y'all going to have to call me all type of hypocritical analyst. You didn't know. You didn't. That's cool. But I called the 3-0. But if they come on here and 4-0, we gotta start from scratch again. They didn't hit a whole block. You know what I'm saying? They didn't hit a whole block unscathed. But man, can't wait for Sunday. Can't wait for Sunday, man. I'm looking forward to see the improved Rashid Shaheed, the healthy Chris Olave. You know, man, the new left tackle, and bank on it. Look, I'm excited. I'm excited. Football, it's been a minute. Football is finally here. I think we're gonna have some ups and downs though. But I think we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be fine. We gonna be right. But I don't want to hold y'all time, man. That's all I got. I'm just thinking out loud because I think we really need to pay attention to who we playing. Just hear me out. Them first 3 games is pivotal. because they're very winnable games. I know y'all saying, man, they got the San Francisco 49ers. The second game, that's automatic loss. I don't believe so. I'm telling you this. I don't believe so. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. But that's all I got, man. I just want to give y'all a quick podcast. You know the drill. Thank y'all for liking and subscribing. Make sure y'all comment. Call me crazy. Call me whatever y'all want to do. But I think the Saints might be going 3-0. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm trying to push that in y'all head to really look at their opponents and look at the rosters that they're playing. I know y'all don't want to hear that because y'all skeptics and y'all don't, all your favorite analysts and all your favorite writers told you, oh, they're going to be tearing that. That's true. That may be still true. But them first three games are winnable. They are winnable. But that's all I got, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. I appreciate y'all watching my podcast, man. I can't wait for Sunday, man. I know you can't wait for Sunday, man. And as always, thank y'all for watching the Saints Sports Corner.